The Tigers Radio Network broadcasts, both live and archived, are the exclusive property of the Tigers Radio Network Incorporated and are produced for the private use of our listening audience. No rebroadcast, in full or in part, is permitted without the express written consent of the Tigers Radio Network Incorporated.
4:23 to begin this drive for Paoletti. He stands in the pistol. It's going to go to Weathers. He's going to cut it back. He's got a running lane. He's got a one-man miss. He's still on his feet. He's at the 30, 40, 45, 50. He's in the Strathaven territory. Stiff arms the Strathaven Panther. Backpedals. Stays on his feet. That's going to be a 94-yard run.
Ryan just going to look to throw. He's going to throw to Pham, far side of the field. Pham's got to step on his man. He makes the catch. And he got the touchdown! Touchdown, Joey Pham!
It is a high kick. Farming Cristiano will pick it up to 50. He gets a running start. He's going to bounce off one tackler. He's going to make a move. He's down the sidelines. He is going to find his way into the end zone.
He's running near side. He's getting hit by Corey Power for the sack.
Man, hand off to Fallows, cutting it back on the near side, and he is off to the races. 40, 35, 30, 25, 20, 10, 5, touchdown Tigers.
There goes the ghost.
Out of the eye, it's a handoff to Sapnis. He runs down his blocker. Good patience across the 30, across the 40, across the 50. One man to beat, across the 35. On his feet, nearly tripped up. There he goes. Adrian Sapnis, touchdown.
Play action. He rolls to his right. He's going to step up. He's going to heave it to the end zone. And it is going to be caught by Cameron Magnus.
It's a handoff to Hop. They go off the edge again. He's trying to use his speed. He tries to cut back at the 5. Down to the 1. No signal yet. He's across the goal line. Touchdown! Hop. There's the signal.
Play action. Stratton's looking for the end zone. And it's going to be intercepted by Carmen Cristiano at the goal line.
Lets this one go. And he has a man streaking. Touchdown, Riley Feldman.
And you're listening to exclusive coverage of the Marple Newtown Tigers on MarpleNewtownFootball.com.
Good evening and welcome to Springfield, Pennsylvania for the 4th annual Turkey Bowl. The first time these two teams will face off between the Marple Newtown Tigers and the Cardinal O'Hara Lions. Marple Newtown will get the ball to begin this game. I'm Dave DePasquo, being joined shortly by Steve Reynolds and the rest of the Tigers Radio Network. We're excited for another game, last game of the season, as Reynolds is making an appearance and his way down. We're ready here. Marple Newtown comes into the game 9-3. Cardinal O'Hara on the other side 7-4. Steve, both playoff teams, but another exciting game. This is only the 5th time. This is the 6th time. It's a 4-1 all-time. Marple Newtown won the last matchup, and let's date back to 2015 with the final score of 34-7. Otherwise, the last 4 wins were all by O'Hara. This is 6th all-time.
This is great to have this rivalry back. Both teams, schools in Marple Township. This dates back to the 1970s, 4 years in a row that O'Hara just dominated them. And then Marple, as you said, 2015, that team with Abel Hoff, Anthony Paoletti, and those guys were able to knock them off 34-7. So to have this back as a Thanksgiving rivalry, hopefully first of many, Dave. I know we moved on from the Pencrest Thanksgiving game, so very excited for this one.
So Marple Newtown brought it back in 2019. That's when they started to play Pencrest. They won 3. So 2020 was the COVID year, unable to play that year. But in 2019 they won 16-7, 2021 39-18, and last year 32-20 in a very good nail-biting game.
Yeah, I mean Pencrest played them tough last year, so we've been part of this Thanksgiving Day rivalry for a few years. Chris Gicking brought it back. He used to play under Coach Smith. It then got taken away for a long time. So it's great to have this rivalry back and to end Thanksgiving with a little bit of football.
Turkey Day, it's one more day, but pre-Thanksgiving, we know we're very excited for this Turkey Bowl between the Tigers and the Lions. Steve, we know about the Tigers. You have the aerial attack of Bertolini. You're going to have the rushing attack of Walski because Box isn't playing tonight. Flip side, they got playmakers from themselves, Cardinal O'Hara, Powell. Anytime he touches the ball, can go to the house.
Yeah, Pat, you got Kamara, you got a bunch of guys, and they're young, sophomores. There's a freshman in Dan Tananka, linebacker. You got Epps as juniors. You got a slew of guys. They're a young team. This was a 1-9 team last year before the new head coach Mike Ewing took over. Mm-hmm. This is his second season now, so he flipped the script. 7-4, 2 of those losses to a very good Bonner team that's still playing. So this is going to be a tough matchup for the Tigers. A lot of people don't know what O'Hara was going to be like after week 1 when they got throttled by Springfield 50-6. But since then, they've played teams very tough. They've had a lot of nail-biter games, so they know how to win close games. But again, it's a young team, and they're chomping at the bit for this one.
Led by their head coach, Mike Ewing, Coach of the Year honors, doing a great job with the Lions. On the flip side, Coach Gicking, not too shabby himself. 9 wins, looking to make it double digits tonight with a heavy senior class, looking to make that possible.
Yeah, and this is, we talked about how young O'Hara is, but on this side, Marple, Newtown, these guys, these seniors, they've been a part of this program, the youth programs for so long. This is their final game in this community. Some will go on to play college football, but many won't. So it's just very special to see this group of guys, a great group of young men out there, and they're hoping to finish this one with a victory and get that double-digit win season.
I just have a feeling that number 26 is going to get the ball early and often from Marple Newtown tonight, Steve, the Fruscio, but 99 in the kick this one away for the Lions, Jack McKinney, senior as well.
Yeah, the Fruscio, after suspended for 2 weeks, for 2 playoff games against Pencrest and Springfield. They missed him sorely in that Springfield game, arguably their MVP. So for him to come back tonight, his last game as a Tiger is huge.
First Turkey Bowl between these two teams is underway as Marple Newtown will cut it back up. No way! He's going to take this one to the house! That is Madej racing down the sidelines! Can he get in? He does! The freshman brings it back to the house in the Turkey Bowl!
Wow, and going into this game, Box was out. I'm like, is Madej, the freshman, going to get an opportunity? And he sure does. Walski, Madej back deep, a sophomore and a freshman. And we talk about the youth of O'Hara and their future. Well, Marple Newtown's got some stud young running backs in Walski and now Madej. And Madej, I tell you what, before this season, we didn't know if he was going to be at Marple. It came down to Marple and O'Hara. Well, we're very glad he chose Marple because what a way to start off the Turkey Bowl for this young man.
Thank you, Ben. To kick the extra point, Alva Gillen hold. Clean snap. The kick is up. It's blocked. It's blocked by O'Hara. 6-0 Marple Newtown off one play. Kick return touchdown by Madej. 11:47 here in the first. You're listening to Marple Newtown Football on the Tigers Radio Network.
Get ready to celebrate because Main Insurance is turning 60. That's right, 6 amazing decades of serving our community with top-notch insurance solutions. For 60 years, they've been your trusted partner in protecting what matters most. Your family, your home, your business, and your future. Their commitment to you has never wavered. They're still here, stronger and more dedicated than ever. At Meehan Insurance, they treat you like family. That's the secret to 60 years of success. Call Meehan Insurance today or visit the website at meehaninsurance.com to get your updated home, auto, or business quote. So join us in celebrating 60 years of trust, integrity, and exceptional service at Meehan Insurance.
Madej goes to the house, the freshman not playing like one.
No, he's not, Dave. I mean, great to see number 21, who's arguably their special teams MVP. Between him and McMenamin, it's a toss-up there, but, I mean, he's been doing it all season long in the kickoff game, making big tackles, this time in the kick return game in place of Box.
It is a kick by Paulie Binsky, returned at the 12-yard line by the Lions. Now he gets a full head of steam past the 40. Big return for number 10, Khalil Epps. They have playmakers as well. They're starting with great field position to begin their first drive of the evening.
You were almost thinking back-to-back kick returns.
That's what I was waiting for.
And it's tough. Not so much for Marple. They had about 1 week off. They missed last week. They had technically a bye week after that second-round loss to Springfield. O'Hara's about 2 weeks off, so these teams are trying to get back into the flow of things.
First down and 10, trips to the far side for the Lions. Epps goes in motion to the near side. See if they go to Pal. They don't. They drop back the pass. It's a quick toss to Epps, and he's in the Marple Newtown territory. He's wrapped up at the 49-yard line of Marple Newtown, a quick 6 yards.
Yeah, Khalil Epps, a junior wide receiver. Nice route there. Weldy finds him in open space. And Ty John in on the tackle, but not before a nice gain on first down.
Second down and a few. Shotgun formation once again, 3 wide receivers. This time, it's a read option. It's handoff to the tailback who loses the ball on the ground. Marple Newtown jumps on top of it. That's Bennett.
Just a miscue there by O'Hara. And a fumble. Marple Newtown takes advantage of it there as Pal just puts it on the ground. Can't tell if maybe John knocked that one away, but there was nothing doing there for Pal as the Tiger defense just swarms, gets in the backfield, and forces a turnover. So all Marple Newtown thus far in the first quarter, Dave.
They start their first drive of the game with 11:15 after having that kick return touchdown to begin the game. From their own 49-yard line is the senior in his last game as a Tiger, Bertolini. Empty backfield. DeFrucio goes in motion in the far side. They hand it to him. Looking to pass it. He's got his man wide open down the field was Gillen. So they come out with a trick play to begin the game, but unable to connect.
Yes, DeFrucio's first game in 3 weeks. He gets the jet sweep. And try to turn that into a pass there. Just good pressure by the defense. Wasn't a clean throw. Wasn't able to get it off, but would have had Gillen wide open. Probably wouldn't have been a touchdown, but would have been a huge play to start off this drive. Nonetheless, second down and 10 for the Tigers. It was a good job by O'Hara not to be fooled by it.
Shotgun formation once again. 2 wide receivers to the near side for Bertolini. DeFrucio goes in motion to that far side to fake an M. Hand it off to Walski up the gut. Leans forward, takes a line with him. Continues to churn those legs down towards the 44-yard line. And we talked about tailbacks already. Box isn't playing tonight, but Madej takes one to the house, and you got Walski coming back as well. 3-headed monster returning in 2024.
Yeah, I mean, this is a bright future in the backfield for the Tigers. I mean, you have the quarterback graduating in Bertolini, some key receivers graduating, a couple of linemen, but that backfield's going to be stacked next year and for a few years after that. But a good gain there off the fake jet to Walski for third down and 3.
Third down and short. They hand it to Walski. He finds a crease on that outside, slips at the 40, but still picks up the first down.
Split backfield here, hands it off to Walski. DeLuzio, the lead blocker there, does a good job of getting the edge and not getting called on a hold here. Hands were outside initially, but he disengages. Gets just enough for Walski to pick up that first down. Good job by DeLuzio.
10 minutes to go here in the first quarter. 6-0 Marple Newtown looking to add to their lead. Ball spotted at the 40.
Mike.
Bertolini drops back the pass. Looking, dumps it off to that far side. Incomplete, intended for his target in DeFrucio. Like I said in the open, you think they're going to get him involved right off the bat. First few plays go right to 26.
Yeah, they definitely want to get him the ball after those 2 games he missed. But double coverage there, nothing doing, incomplete. Second down and 10 for the Tigers. And Bertolini, his last game of his Marple Newtown career, coming in this game, 5,100 passing yards, 56 total touchdowns.
All in a day's work as Walski goes in motion. Split backfield. Handoff goes to him off that right side. DeLuzio gets a lead block. Walski slips out of a tackle. He's a magician. I've got to come up with a few nicknames with him because he just makes a play out of nothing as he gets all the way down to the 31.
There you go. No huddle here, and that's a great job. We're going to set up for a QB sneak here.
It looks like a false start off the right side. So we saw 3rd down and 1. Might be a jump, and it is. It's a legal procedure against the Tigers. I'll back them up to the 36. Goes from 3rd and short to now 3rd and 5.
Yeah, mistake there by the Tigers. First one of the night. But The Tigers having their way up front. They can just keep running this ball. O'Hara hasn't shown that they can stop it yet.
3rd down and 6. We'll call it back to the 36-yard line. Is Bertolini. Started this drive at their own 49-yard line after the fumble recovery by Bennett. Shotgun formation, 2 wide receivers to the near side. The Fruscio motion. They fake it to him. Handoff goes to Walski. He runs into a wall, and he'll be met at the 35. Gain of 1. No man's land for Coach Gicking. Most likely, go for it.
Yeah, O'Hara does a good job there, crashing the edges, stuff in the middle, making the play on 3rd down. So 4th down coming up. Each week, Chris Gicking does new wrinkles on offense. We've seen some new wrinkles tonight. Pre-snap motion, putting the split back out and bringing him into the backfield. We've seen DeFrucio on a few jet motions.
4th down, 5 yards to go, empty backfield. 3 wideouts to the near side. Here comes the senior. And a timeout for Coach Gicking. Jim, did you want to make a point? All right, we'll step aside real quick. Early in the first quarter, Marple Newtown leads with 8:04 left here in the first, 6-0. You're listening to Marple Newtown Football on the Tiger Radio Network.
D&K Appliances, a family-owned and operated business, has been serving the greater Philadelphia area since 1960. That's 50-plus years of experience selling products by leading manufacturers while offering competitive prices and excellent customer service. D&K is committed to being the dependable difference, from our knowledgeable sales associates to our professionally trained in-house delivery and service technicians. D&K will get the job done right. We hope you stop by D&K today.
If you suffer from back or neck pain, injury, or headaches, then Dr. Tom Graziano and the Advanced Chiropractic Center are here to help. Dr.
Adams Harlington.
You're listening to the Tigers Radio Network on MarpleNewtownFootball.com.
4th down, 5 yards to go. Coach Gicking takes a timeout. He came out empty on that last drive, Steve. We've seen him add that quarterback power. Maybe he goes back to it.
Yeah, he could spread him out, go QB draw, or something to the outside, a wheel route, double move. We'll see what they do coming out of the timeout.
Bertolini. Drops back to pass, looks to his right. He's going to take a shot. He's got his man deep down the field, in and out of the hands of DeFrucio. He had a touchdown.
Yeah, so they go for it all. We've seen that a few times this season, that 4th down and 4, 4th down and 5, and they take a shot deep, catch the defense off guard, thinking they're just going to try to go to the sticks and pick up something small. But they take the shot there, as they've done all season long, and Bertolini couldn't throw a better pass. DeFrucio couldn't haul it in. Turnover on downs, and O'Hara does a good job of not letting that turnover by Powell turn into any Marple Newtown points.
They take over to 35. We'll call it Russ, Steve, as they take over 7:57 here in the first. Weldy drops back the pass, finds his man for a 1st down and more. Number 14, Schultz makes the grab. The senior tight end gets all the way down the midfield. Gain of 15.
Hey, good job by Schultz, just finding some space in the middle of the defense. So he hauls that one in, picks up some more yards to midfield. That's their first down of the game.
Seeing a passing attack by O'Hara. The one carry was a fumble recovered by Marple Newtown, their opening drive. This looks like almost a broken play. It was intended to run, instead it goes to a pass and around the outside, and a big gain for number 13, Logan Maloney. Gets all the way down to the Marple Newtown 37-yard line. A quick 13 yards.
A little spot pass to the outside. Looked like, well, he didn't have grip of the ball. There's also a defender right in his face, so he had to almost pump fake it before he threw it out to his intended target. And Maloney does a good job of picking up some yards after the catch for another O'Hara 1st down.
Weldy comes out, trips on this near side. High snap. Ball's recovered by Weldy, but a big loss as Marple Newtown makes a play and had the pressure. Moyer, Eck, and company of the Tigers in the backfield.
Yeah, so a self-inflicted mistake once again by O'Hara. Pushes them back. Now they're well behind the sticks here after 2 big first down plays. We've seen them wanting to throw a lot here in the first quarter here on their second possession. Weldy gets the play call.
You're just joining us. Marple Newtown took the opening kickoff. Madej to the house. Extra point was no good. 6-0 in favor of the orange and black. Well, he drops back the pass. Looking to go over the middle. It's complete. Finds his man, gets all the yardage back. There's a little miscommunication between there, but Epps, let's see if that inside seam seems to be open for the Lions.
Yeah, Khalil Epps with another target there. So a nice slant route. Gets behind the linebackers, but in front of the safeties there. And Weldy throws it perfectly right to him. Could have probably thrown a little earlier, but nonetheless, was able to connect on that there and make it more manageable here on third down. About 3rd and 8. 4-down territory, most likely for O'Hara.
Slant goes for 10. 3 wide receivers, 2 backs for Weldy. Draws back the pass, looks to his right, has pressure in his face. Incomplete, intended for number 14, Schultz. Incomplete, 4th down and 8 coming up. Right off the bat, Steve, Marple Newtown getting great pressure on Weldy.
Yeah, they sure are. Offensive line for O'Hara having some difficulty up front. Only 1 rushing attempt so far for O'Hara, so they must have seen something. We see Marple Newtown dominating, so they're just going outside on short, quick passes. We've seen a quick out, slants, spot passes, so just having Weldy get the ball and get it out quick.
Quick snap. It's a screen pass. It's set up beautifully. It is a great open field tackle by DeLuzio. He doesn't make that play, it might be 6.
And DeLuzio has been doing it all year. Great open field tackles, the hardest tackles to make. And so patient there. Not only does he make the tackle, he avoids the block by the offensive lineman trying to get out there on the screen. Rips through that, breaks down and makes a tackle. The leading tackler for the Tigers.
Thank you, Steve.
He makes a nice open field tackle, and the Tigers take over here. Up 6-0, Dave.
Tigers take over. 38-yard line. 5:30 here in the first quarter. Is counter back to the far side, and Walski. Full steam ahead for Walski. He's in the Lions' territory. Tackled down at the 40. Goes basically the 40, the 40. We've seen playmakers making a play, and Walski right there comes up clutch.
Yep, they go counter out of the split back, fake to DeLuzio, come back to the right with Walski, gets a good lead block there, kicks out the end, nice seal block, and he does the rest, bounces outside into into O'Hara territory, and the Tigers are in striking distance once again.
Trips on that short far side for the Tigers. Instead, it's a handoff to Walski on this near side. He gains 5 to the 35. Heavy dose of the ground game for Coach Kiki and the Tigers off the bat.
And they're just working this ground game, rightfully so. Now they're going to have didn't see the flag.
I didn't see a flag. Did they call? I see him saying legal procedure, but okay.
That's going to move them back 5 yards, so negate that run by Walski.
But, Steve, we talked about community and everything, seniors, Marple Newtown, heavy dose. You have Curlin on the line to go along with some key players for the Tigers the last 3 years.
Yeah, this is a senior-heavy team, but again, they have some young guys at some key positions, linebacker, running back.
That's a crisscross counter Wolski wasn't ready for, and that ball was on the ground. He just jumps back on top of it.
And now 2nd down and long here for the Tigers, so hurting themselves a little bit, just like O'Hara has here in the first quarter. Bertolini trying to get his 25th victory as a starting quarterback, 3-year player. Just for a reference, Anthony Pele, the all-time winningest quarterback, 28 victories in his 3-year career back in the late 2010. So he in some good company there, Bertolini.
Man goes in motion. That's the Fruscio. Draws back, gets a screen pass. Did he get it off in time? No, he's sacked. Number 8 of the Lions makes the play. Kamar and Steve, you said you were very impressed by him, the sophomore linebacker.
Yeah, I am. I mean, he plays a little running back as well. Powell's their guy, but Kamara, I mean, he's a tough player. Second team, Blue Division, honors, and what a great job there. Again, another open field tackle. Doesn't let Bertolini juke him out there. Keeps his shoulders square and just brings down the Tigers quarterback for another huge loss. So 3rd and forever here. And the Tigers just want something. You don't want it all here. You want maybe pick up some of those penalty yardage and that sack back, then play another down.
Bertolini draws back the pass. He's got the arm to do it. He's going for the end zone. And it's batted up and around as he was going long for Xavier. He's got the arm to throw it, but incomplete pass. Moyer will come out the punt, but it was 1-on-1. We've seen it a few times already. Lions getting away with it.
Yeah, so they have a few different routes here, some intermediate routes. They had a wheel to the outside to Jukinovich, but he liked his matchup to Xavier. Xavier's been doing it all season long, those big plays, and he takes a shot there, Bertolini does, but good coverage by the Lions, and the Tigers are going to have to punt this one away.
They'll have to punt this one away. 4th down and long, backed up in their own territory from the 41. Moyer's punt. It's a high kick. It will take a bounce at the 30 and continue the roll down inside the 25-yard line. Good punt by Moyer. Out come the Lions unit once again, Steve. First 2 drives, unsuccessful, looking to tie this game with the 3rd.
I'll tell you what, Dave. The Lions got to feel good about what they're doing here. I mean, look at the stat sheet. Marple Newtown's outgaining them, more first downs, time possession. I mean, obviously all they have is that first kickoff return. But other than that, they're playing some bend but don't break defense themselves.
First play starts at the 24-yard line. It's a rush by Powell, who's able to power his way towards the 30, gain of 6. The drive started with 2:24 left in the first.
Good run there by Powell. Second rush attempt of the game. The first one ended in a fumble. Recovered by the Tigers. But a nice run there, 6-yard gain.
Actually gave him an additional yard, so
7
yards. So it's going to be 2nd down and 3. 2 backs for Weldy. They go right back to him. He's found a crease off that far side. Runs over Xavier past the 40 down to the 38. Powell getting momentum.
Good job by Powell there. Nice vision. Takes the handoff. And able to bounce it outside. So we see the play prior to that one. So back-to-back runs by Powell. Sets up O'Hara nicely here. Close to midfield.
This time they go on the inside handoff. Number 44 gets the carry in the Marple Newtown territory. Isaac Day, a freshman.
There goes that young team mixing it up. Powell to Day now. He goes up the middle. So we haven't seen this rushing attack until their 3rd possession. It's been all throwing. But now they figured out they found a little something here. So we'll see if they stay with it.
2 backs for Weldy. Hands it to Powell on that far side. And he's able to get back to the line of scrimmage and actually gain 2 yards. He ran a long way.
He picks up the first down. So O'Hara moving the sticks here. So
this Michigan game's on, Steve. Did you notice Phil Martelli?
I did.
Bulbous. His bald head. All right, I'm sorry, Steve.
Good old Jim. Always rely on him for one.
We're just getting started, Steve.
Well, I turned around and I saw him. I got frightened.
Looks like we have a timeout on the field. No, it's the end of the first quarter. Marple Newtown leads 6-0 here in the first Turkey Bowl between these two squads. We head to the second. You're listening to Marple Newtown Football on the Tigers Radio Network.
Oh man, the Philly Pretzel Factory has done it again. They took a Philly tradition and made it even better. Now you already know the Philly Pretzel Factory has the best soft pretzel. Well now, they're making a cheesesteak pretzel. That's right, a Philly cheesesteak on the inside, surrounded by those piping hot, fresh, chewy pretzels. This is as Philly as it gets. A cheesesteak and a pretzel? Incredible! How great are those guys over there? They've got their original pretzels, the cinnamon pretzels, the pretzel dogs, and the party trays. And now, the Philly cheesesteak pretzel. Bring them for tailgating, watching a game with the boys, a barbecue, or even a kid's birthday party. Head over to the Philly Pretzel Factory for the all-new cheesesteak pretzel. And remember, if it's not from the Philly Pretzel Factory, it's not a real pretzel.
Welcome to the second quarter. O'Hara driving. Drop back the pass. Looking to his right on that slant. Incomplete. Intended for Epps. Steve, they come out of the first quarter. Just run right down the field. First play of the second quarter to go to the air.
Yeah, so been pretty pass heavy here in the first half, but they ended that first quarter running the ball and having a lot of success with it, but they start the second quarter out trying to go a deep slant pattern, but falls incomplete. So 2nd down and 10 here for O'Hara.
2 backs, 3 wide receivers for Weldy, the sophomore quarterback. Draws back the pass. He's got the slant once again, utilizing number 10 in Epps, and he picks up a first down.
So that's been open all game long. They go back to the same exact play. This time, Weldy's able to connect with them. So they're finding that soft spot in the defense. Safety's playing a little bit back. We'll see if Rich Gentile moves them up a little bit.
Handoff goes to Powell. Stays on his feet. Past the 30, down to the 28-yard line.
O'Hara putting together a nice drive here. Down 6-0. Only touchdown of the game, if you're just joining us, the kick return by freshman Aaron Midday of the Tigers. Extra point was blocked by O'Hara right through up the middle. Defender came and got his hands on the McMenamin kick.
Sorry, started 2:24 in the first quarter. Handoff goes to Powell. He's met by a pair of Tigers once he hits the 25. Curran and John.
So O'Hara giving Marple Newtown a little taste of their own medicine. Split backfield counter. John's able to make the tackle with 3rd down and short here for O'Hara. There's likely 2 cracks at it to pick up the first down.
It's a young team. See, I didn't even realize Weldy's only a sophomore as well.
And it's a much improved team too. Again, 1 win last year, 1-9 to 7 wins this year.
Timeout O'Hara. Their first of the first half. 10-12 here. You are listening to Marple Newtown Football on the Tigers Radio Network.
Home and Business Public Adjusters are proud sponsors of the 2023 Marple Newtown High School football team. Every team needs a great quarterback, and when your home or business is affected by water, storm, fire, or smoke damage, we offer our 27 years of experience to quarterback your team. We set protocol for restoration and replacement and rebuilding of your home. Located on Baltimore Pike in Media, we proudly serve PA, New Jersey, Maryland, and Delaware. At Home and Business Public Adjusters, we know the playbook. Text Blaine at 610-909-1112. Ready, set, up. Wow.
Adams Harley Davidson.
You're listening to the Tigers Radio Network on MarpleNewtownFootball.com.
Welcome back here in the second quarter. I'm Dave DePasco alongside Steve Reynolds. Lions driving. Main goes in motion in the near side. Tigers bring pressure deep down the field, wide open. I had flashbacks of Kansas City Eagles, Steve.
Man, and that's been open all night long for O'Hara. Well, he misses another one there. But just behind the tight end for O'Hara and Schultz. So 4th down.
Mikey wants it all.
They took a shot. I mean, it's only fourth down, about 3.
Yeah, so they figured they'd take the shot on 3rd and short there. Marple Newtown has that soft spot in their defense that O'Hara's been exploiting all night long. We'll see if the defense can get off the field here on this 4th down.
Play 9 of this drive. Weldy, pounding his right hip. See if they give him the ball. Drops, slant, incomplete. Intended for his wideout, number 16, Wilkes. Marple Newtown's going to take over on downs, but he took a pop.
Yeah, John was right there to break up the play, and he delivers a nice hit there. So they take away the slant. John does a good job of coming up on that and breaking away. Hopefully the player for O'Hara is okay in Wilkes.
But for Marple Newtown, Steve, offensively, you've been scoring out well for the Tigers. You're basically averaging 5 touchdowns a game. You've been cruising all year. You're doing a great job. You're looking for your 10th win of the season. O'Hara's pitching a shutout in the first half.
And we've seen this in the past couple Turkey Bowls. Pretty much all the Turkey Bowls is get a few weeks off, coming into, I don't want to say a meaningless game, but it goes, it goes against your overall record, but playoffs are over. So, if guys are a little bit lackadaisical in that first half, or your team's not hitting on all cylinders as much. So try to get the rust out early and start getting back to their ways later in this game.
From the 26, handoff goes to Walski. He's met in the backfield. So O'Hara's defensive front giving Marple Newtown fits. Number 33, John Brown makes the plays. The Tigers try to start with 10:03.
Nice penetration there by Nate Kudafaris. He comes in and is able to drive back Curlin there, the junior. And that creates a few defensive players that come in and make the play. So good job by O'Hara there on first down for the Tigers.
Second down and 11. Bertolini goes under center this time. 3 wide receivers. Play action, rolling to his left. Looking, goes deep down the field. It is incomplete. Gillen unable to reel it in along the Marple Newtown sideline. 3rd down and long coming up.
One of their go-to plays here. Play action, roll out to Bertolini's strength side. And Gillen's usually there wide open, but it's a good defense by O'Hara, number 1, in on the coverage. Keon Powell doing on both sides of the ball. So 3rd down and 11 here for the Tigers.
See what Coach Gicking draws up. Potentially a screen.
Tigers, this game could be 14-0 here, but a couple missed opportunities on deep balls by the Tigers.
Timeout, Marple Newtown. Coach Gicking wants to talk about this 3rd down coming up. We'll step aside here in Springfield, Pennsylvania. You're listening to Marple Newtown Football on the Tiger Radio Network.
If you're having plumbing problems, heating problems, cooling problems, don't have an attack, call Bobby Mack. Bob McNamara Plumbing, Heating, and Cooling is located right here in Marple Township for 29 years. You can call Bobby Mack, 610-496-6260, or visit their website for all your heating, cooling, and plumbing needs at bobmcnamaraplumbing.com.
If you suffer from back or neck pain, injury, or headaches, then Dr. Tom Graziano and the Advanced Chiropractic Center are here to help. Dr. Graziano and the Advanced Chiropractic Center have been serving Delaware County residents for over 15 years. They take a gentle approach and utilize current techniques to help manage your pain. To address your back and neck-related pain or injuries, call the Advanced Chiropractic Center today at 610-356-2300 or visit drtomgraziano.com and tell them the Tigers Radio Network sent you.
3rd down and long out of the timeout with 9:06 here until halftime. 4 wide receivers for Bertolini. Drops back to pass, looking, going deep down, over the middle. He's got Xavier at the 40. He's at midfield. He puts on the Jets. He's tripped up at the opponent's 40-yard line. They go deep down the field. He found his man, senior to senior.
Nice post route there by number 20. Big play target all season long in Trey Xavier. Nice route. He's able to find this soft spot in the defense midfield and picks up some more into O'Hara territory. So the Tigers strike big, much needed on 3rd down and 11 to get this offense going.
35-yard pickup to Xavier, his first reception of the night. Let's see if they get the Fruscio involved as well. He's at the top of your screen. Bertolini under center. Walski the back. Handoff goes to Walski off that far side. He puts on the Jets. 25-20. Gets a block. He's in for 6. 40-yard dash for Walski.
Took him a couple drives to get started here, but the offense starts to click after the big completion to Xavier. Then they get an H-back into Luzio. And they go off the left side. Nice block there. Nice kick out by Jason Bennett, the senior guard. Deluzio leads through the hole, and Walski does the rest. Nice patient running, following his blocks. Nice blocking downfield by the receivers we've seen all season long, and the Tigers are now going to line up for 2 to make this a 14-point game.
You're just showing us Marple Newtown's extra point attempt on the first time around. The Madej touchdown was blocked, so now they're going to go for 2. Man goes in motion. Look for him in the flat. That's the Fruscio. Looks for him. Nobody's home. He's going to take off and call his own number. He's pushed towards the line. Can he get the push? No, he's stuffed. 2-point conversion, no good. Very close, Steve.
Yeah, nothing doing there. He tucks it, and it's right at the line, at the goal line, but good job by O'Hara to stuff him short. So 12-0 for the Tigers.
8:08 here until halftime. Marple Newtown's drive was just about 2 minutes. We'll keep it here, though, Jim, as Marple Newtown has 2 touchdowns, 1 on special teams. Now they got 1 on the board offensively with the Walski, but set up by the Xavier pass.
Yeah, so, again, it took them a little bit, about a quarter and a half to get that offense going. A few nice drives, promising drives, but falling short. Credit goes to that defense of Cardinal O'Hara, but this time they're able to strike the nice long run by Walski. So 12-0 after the blocked extra point and unsuccessful 2-point conversion. But Marple Newtown in control of this game thus far.
Paulie Binsky in the kick this one for the Tigers. They lead 12-0 here. His kick. Low line drive, returnable. If he wants to. No, he lets it bounce. So number 10, Epps, lets it go in. That will be a touchback. We haven't seen many of those this season, actually, Steve.
No, we haven't, and Epps more content with just letting that ball go out. So O'Hara will take over at their own 20-yard line, trailing 12-0. And they've been putting together some nice drives here. Weldy's having himself a nice game thus far. Like to see them go back to the running game. They've had some success on
Mike.
Handoff goes to Powell. Powers his way past the 25. We've seen a few times they're trying to get him started, Steve. And we see they go no huddle, and they do. So 7-yard pickup. Now they're going hurry up. Right back to him. This time he cuts it back. John was waiting for him. He's stopped at the line of scrimmage and actually leans forward for a yard or 2. Now 3rd down and short. They've gone back to the air. Maybe they go play action over the top.
Just before that play, I was going to say that the interior line of this Lions offense is doing a good job getting a nice push on the interior of the Tigers defensive line, but right there, as Powell tries to bounce outside, John's right there.
Ball's on the carpet. Weldy has to pick it up. Tries to escape a Tiger, but John just says no. Big loss in a play. That makes you think maybe they have to punt now.
Oh, yeah. Now, after that play goes errant, they're going to have to kick this one away. So, down 12-0, trying to get something started. Couple nice runs on the ground. Ends in Weldy making a mistake there with the ball. Luckily for him, he's able to get it back, but O'Hara doesn't look like they have 11 on the field here.
Yeah, it looks like miscommunication. They're going to have to call a timeout. Or they're just going to let them take all their time they need. All right, whatever works. Marple Newtown goes for the block. It is punted away by Schultz. Marple Newtown's going to let this one roll. I thought that almost hit the Tiger, but instead, Tigers take over at the 31-yard line, looking to add to their 2-touchdown lead with 6:20 until halftime. O'Hara will get the ball to begin the second half.
Yeah, so we'll see what Marple will do on this drive here. Going to try to get some more points on the board, but Dave, I'm going to take this time to wish everyone a happy Thanksgiving. All our great listeners out there. Ronnie Braverman sending me a nice text prior to the game. Larry Harrington, class of 80. I don't want to age him, but always has a pregame party at his house on Thanksgiving.
Handoff goes to Walski on the far side. He's bottled up after a yard trying to bounce it.
I know his wife's O'Hara grad, 88. Not to give her age away, but nice little battle in between those two in their household. But to all our listeners out there that's been with us all season long, it's been a fun ride.
Absolutely, and we'll get this in the second half. But Steve, we'd like to thank all our sponsors, listeners, everybody who's contributed. It's been a great season, especially for Marple Newtown.
Sure has, and wish we were still going. District Championship this Saturday at Chester against Strathaven.
The Ferruccio goes in motion to the near side. Draws back the pass. It's a screen to Walski. He got a block. He gets out of a defender. He's still on his feet. He has his eyes set on the end zone. 25, 20, 10, 5. Reservations for 6. 68 yards on the screen pass.
And we knew with box out, Walski was going to be the focal point by himself. Beautifully set up screen there. And Walski takes it to the house. From this vantage point, it looks like there could have been a block in the back by the Tigers, but more so looked like a line defender dove for the ankles of Walski. So good non-call there by the referees, and the Tigers get on the board. Back-to-back possessions. This one only takes one play. 18-0 pending the McMenamin extra point.
Now the Gillen hold. 18-0 in favor of Marple Newtown. Clean snap. The kick is up. The kick is good. 19-0 in favor of the orange and black. See what the time is real quick as we scoot on over there with 5:22 left until halftime. You're listening to Marple Newtown Football on the Tiger Radio Network.
Hey, Tiger fans, did you know that only the Philly Pretzel Factory can make the Philadelphia pretzel? That's because they have authentic, genuine quality of a Philly pretzel. They're always hot, always fresh, and always a great deal. When I go to the Philly Pretzel Factory, I know I'm eating the original Philly soft pretzel. Bring them to a sporting event, a work party, or just for a quick snack, and you can be sure that the Philly Pretzel Factory will deliver a pretzel of great taste and value. Stop in today at any of their locations, including Broomall, Springfield, Folsom, and Bryn Mawr, or visit their website, phillypretzelfactory.com, for a complete listing of locations in the Delaware Valley. And remember, if it's not from the Philly Pretzel Factory, it's not a real pretzel.
Welcome back. Bertolini gets a touchdown pass, Steve, and he only had to throw it 5 yards.
Yeah, great job downfield by the Tigers. Nice key blocks there, and Walski does the rest. So 19-0 Tigers here in the second quarter.
McMenamin kicks this one, but it'll go out of bounds. There'll be a penalty on the Tigers, but Tigers doing it offensively, defensively, and on special teams in this Turkey Bowl in the first half.
Yeah, this is a key drive here for O'Hara. 5:22 to start the drive. Down by 3 scores. They get the ball to start the second half, so this will be huge if they're able to get some points going into halftime and the opportunity to tack on some more after the break. So, but it all starts right here. They've had the success in the passing game. Weldy to some of his targets, especially in those slants to middle of the field here. We've seen Powell have a few nice carries as well.
The toss to Powell, And there was 3 Tigers waiting for him. DeFrucio will get the tackle. Big loss on the play. This didn't really develop on that pitch.
No, from the get-go, right away, they didn't get their key blocks. They weren't able to get the edge on their reach blocks there. So the Tigers sniffed that out right away. There was 4 or 5 defenders right there to make the play. They strung it out, and DeFrucio was able to come in and make the tackle on Powell. So second down and long for O'Hara.
Second down and 18, loss of 8. Well, he rolls to his right, goes over the middle, finds his man for a first down and more. Goes against his body, against the grain, and in the Marple Newtown territory. Complete to number 14, Ethan Schultz.
That's an athletic play, dangerous throw, going right, throws it across his body to the middle of the field, and he picks up nice yardage there. Schultz does, keeping the play alive. Weldy does, avoiding some pressure, and a huge first down there. So after that toss, it was starting to look ugly for O'Hara, and Weldy saves him there with that nice throw to Schultz for a huge first down in the Marple Newtown territory.
4 wide receivers. Marple Newtown wasn't set defensively. They get a break as Powell runs into a defensive lineman. They weren't aligned on the back end.
They weren't, and they were able to recover, so good job by them. But seen both these offenses, similar motion, jet motion there, fake it, hand it off to Powell up the middle. Seen the split back look by both teams, so similar philosophies on the offensive side of the ball. Tigers a little bit more pre-snap motion.
Well, he drops back to pass. Tigers have blitz, late delay, and it costs them. It's caught by Epps inside the 20. Big play by the Lions. And here they come.
And the Tigers aren't really used to this passing game. I mean, they went, since that Haverford game, which was, beginning of October, they went 6-7 straight games of run-heavy teams, a few wing T teams, power I, read option, the midline read option. I mean, haven't seen anyone really throw the ball. I think O'Hara's thrown the ball just as many times as their opponents did in a 6-week span.
22 yards to the 22. They hand it to a new tailback, number 8. That is Kamara, and he's a big boy. It's going to take two Tigers to bring him down. He comes into the game, the sophomore, at 215 pounds.
Yeah, Moyer not threatened at all. Unblocked on the backside. He pinches down, comes down the line, and makes a nice backside tackle. Just how you teach it up there. Keeps those shoulders square just in case of a reverse backside, but he's able to track down Kamara for a nice tackle for the Tigers.
Trips to the far side, 3 minutes to go until halftime as he's inside the tent on that slant. It's been so effective for the Lions tonight. That time he connects with Epps.
Yeah, no matter where their safeties are, they adjust their routes. If it's going to be a shallow slant as it is on this one or a deeper slant, but just trying to get beyond the linebacker level in front of the safeties. And O'Hara's been putting on a clinic here on those slant throws.
First down and goal from the 7. Weldy has 2 backs in the backfield with him. See if he go to Powell. High snap. Instead, it's a handoff to Kamara, the up back. He gets it down past the 5, down to the 4. We've seen that a few times. Marple Newtown causing pressure that snap is being high or just miscommunication between the center and the quarterback.
Yeah, and it's killed a few of their drives. But fortunately there, Weldy's able to pull it down quick and hand it off to his back in Powell. So second down and goal here from the 4-yard line.
See if they go back to Kamara. He's the up back or Powell right behind him. This time the read option. Do you have his man in the flat? He's able to reel it in. No, he's not. You had a touchdown if you hit him in stride. That's Schultz. The play worked perfectly.
Schultz wide open at the tight end position. He's able to just sneak out there on the play action. Actually, he came across the line of scrimmage. So nice design there. And he was wide open. Weldy put it behind him. If he put it in front of him and let him in a little bit, that would have been 6 points for O'Hara. So third down here.
Weldy hands it off to Powell. He's in for the Lions. They get on the board.
And that's a huge drive and answer by Cardinal O'Hara there. to cut this deficit 19-6 pending their extra point. Again, they get the ball to start the second half, but Marple Newtown still has some time here. 1:35 left. And you know they'll try to get another score on the board before halftime.
Gavin McLean to kick the extra point, the sophomore. Kick is up. The kick is good. 19-7 in favor of the Tigers. 1:35 left until halftime. You're listening to Marple Newtown Football on the Tigers Radio Network.
Taking the lead in the tree care today is Mike Gillen at MG Tree. Mike is a resident of Broomall, a 1990 MN graduate, and was co-captain of the football team in 1990. Located in Broomall, MG Tree provides tree care to shaping and trimming or complete tree removal, not to mention a 24-hour emergency service. These experienced professionals are serving those in Delaware County and the Main Line. Keep your trees looking healthy and great. Give them a call for an appointment today at 610-359-9970. Again, 610-359-9970.
Cardinal O'Hara starts out, Steve, their own 35-yard line. They cash in with only 1:30 left until halftime. It's a high kick, returnable from the 25-yard line. This time, O'Hara was ready for that one. That was returned by Marple Newtown's Moyer. You got about 1:20 for Coach Gicking. And as you said, they practice this every single day.
Yeah, this time they kick it away from Walski and Madej, as they should, and they had to find out that the hard way. The opening kickoff was taken back for a touchdown by the freshman Aaron Madej to make it 6-0. Marple Newtown since tacked on 2 touchdowns by Walski. So O'Hara just answered here. So the Tigers, 1:30 here left in the game in the first half, Dave.
Start from the 27. The counter back to the near side, and O'Hara was ready for it. Number 56 of the Lions blew up the play. Hakeem Allah, another sophomore in a heavy sophomore class. Marple Newtown went to the ground game trying to get a counter. Nothing doing.
Yeah, nice backside pressure there by the Lions. Able to rip down Walski for a big loss. Momentum starting to switch in the Lions' favor.
Trips on the far side. Draws back the pass. Hammer screen. Oh, he looked like he was going to catch it. Did he get hit before he was even able to get the ball?
I think that's what Chris Gicking is pleading for with the side judge there, that he was touched before. They were trying to set up the screen there, but now 3rd down and long. Clock is stopped.
So it's 3rd down. That marker's just wrong on that far
they
side.
haven't switched it yet.
4 wide receivers for Bertolini. Drops back the pass, clean pocket. Now he steps up, sidesteps, buys an extra time, hits his man on the far side. He connects with number 13 in Gillen. Move those chains.
Alex Yellen does a good job keeping this play alive, helping out his quarterback, and finding open space there. And Bertolini working that pocket so nicely. Good awareness, avoids one defender, steps up and delivers a strike to Gillen.
Big 3rd down.
Looks like there was a turnover on the play here. Couldn't see, but O'Hara has the ball. So, looks like Marple Newtown went no huddle.
Let's see if we can see it.
So this was the 3rd down play.
I guess.
No, so the next play they got right on the ball, and there was a turnover. So O'Hara's taken over here.
33 seconds on the turnover We apologize for the technical difficulties, but O'Hara now has the ball, trying to cut this lead in half, and they'll get the ball. So there's 30 seconds until halftime. They got a few cracks at it, Steve, and they'll get the ball. They're right back in this game.
Yeah, all the momentum in their favor here, especially if they're able to score here before the half. But even not, they stop Marple Newtown down by 12 here, going into half potentially, and they're going to get the ball to start the second half. So they got to be feeling good about themselves. They're trailing by 3 scores. So each team with a turnover.
Ball in the 42. Here comes Welding. Drops back to pass. Steps in the pocket. Deep throw down the field. Incomplete. DeFrucio in on the coverage. Intended for number 14 in Schultz. He's been a go-to guy, but third down and long coming up.
That's great coverage there.
He had the slant if he wanted it. Instead, he went deep.
Inside guy runs a slant. Outside guy runs a little snake pattern. Out and up towards the numbers. And DeFrucio is right there.
And it looked like it was intended for Epps. Excuse me. Been calling his name a lot as well.
Yeah, they got a lot of playmakers. A good young squad here. On the rise. Trying to get back to their winning days.
Third down and 10. Weldy rolling to his right. Throwing deep down that sideline. In and out of the hands of Xavier. Incomplete. Fourth down coming up for O'Hara.
And O'Hara, this was a powerhouse team back under Dan Algio until his unexpected death a couple years back. They've had a few different coaching changes, but now Mike Ewing comes in. Guy whose grandfather was the head coach back in the 80s for Cardinal O'Hara. So he's able to take over a nice opportunity here, and in 2 seasons has them with a winning record, and fourth down and 10 here before halftime.
Trips on the near side, 16 seconds. Weldy, he's sacked in the backfield. Marple Newtown will have one more crack at it. Bennett and company get the sack.
Good job by Moyer, having himself a game. Come up with a nice sack there. Him and Bennett had an outstanding season at linebacker. And the Tigers don't let that turnover hurt them. So both teams with a turnover, both unscathed, 0 points off turnovers with 11 seconds left. So Marple Newtown, one timeout.
You got one timeout. You need to get to what? 25?
Mikey wants it all.
Yeah, if you want a field goal attempt, but see what they do coming out here on the first play.
Rolls to his left, out and up, going deep down the field. He's got one-on-one. If he can come down with it. Did he catch it? He did! Xavier catches it inside the 5 and calls timeout.
What a heads-up play by him. He got down on the ground and put his hands up for a timeout, and beautiful job there, and he just went right down the field.
What a pass.
As the safety comes over, and he bobbled it at first, but it's able to hold that one in for a huge catch.
So the ball's at the 3-yard line.
3.7 seconds remaining on the game clock at O'Hara Stadium.
So let me ask you this.
Mike?
Is a quick pass? Can you get one in?
No, I mean, you have one play, so.
One play?
Yeah,
okay.
I mean, you can't, and the playbook's open. You come out, spread them out, run your 2-point conversion play. You can keep it on the ground if you trust Walski and this offensive line. So the playbook's wide open for the Tigers here.
You could kick the 3.
He could.
But we just know Coach Kicking is not going to kick the 3.
I highly doubt he'll line up for a field goal here.
But that's 45 yards, Steve, on that pass play to Xavier.
And I was just talking about O'Hara's momentum. I mean, a turnover right before half, they go 4 straight passes, rightfully so, trying to make something happen, and Marple Newtown's able to stop them on a 4-and-out, and they take over, and a nice rollout, buys Bertolini some time, good protection.
So they got the heavy unit. It looks like Curran's in. That's Gillen on the near side with Bobby Knapp. DeFrucio lines up to that far side. They have 3 wide receivers, make it 4.
Watch the pitch outside.
And that's exactly what it is. Kowalski, can he get in? Is he in? No signal yet. They're going to say he's down at the 1, and that will do it.
Man.
He's down at the 1 as we head to the half, 19-7 in Springfield, Pennsylvania. Buckle up. The Turkey Bowl is halfway done. You're listening to Marple Newtown Football on the Tigers Radio Network.
The Tigers Radio Network broadcasts, both live and archived, are the exclusive property of the Tigers Radio Network Incorporated and are produced for the private use of our listening audience. No rebroadcast, in full or in part, is permitted without the express written consent of the Tigers Radio Network Incorporated.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
2 receivers, single back is Sapness. They hand off to him. He finds a hole. He's across the 20, 30, 40, 50. No one's going to catch him. Touchdown, Adrian Sapness. One play changes the game once again for Marple Newtown.
It's going to be a play action over the middle. It's going to be bounced. One-handed by Carmen Christiana. He's going to put him in motion, put him on the left side. He's going to be looking left. Marple Newtown, McEwen applying pressure. That's Noah Turner. Is going to be a sack. It's going to be a handoff to Charlie Box on the far side, trying to get the corner. He does. Charlie Box, full steam ahead. There goes Charlie Box down the sideline. Charlie Box can do it all. The side, they fake it to him. They're actually going to roll. It's going to be deep down the field. The Ferry over the shoulder catch. He's in for his 4th touchdown tonight. It's going to be a handoff to him. Up the gut, makes one man miss. Still on his feet. Brian Jocelyn is going to score. Brian Jocelyn, 35 yards out. They're going to put Abel Hoff in motion. It's going to go that way. It's going to be a swing pass to Hoff, who has the sideline. He's at the 50, the 40. He's got one man to beat. He cuts it back. He's at the 20, 10, 5. Touchdown, Tigers. Roll to his right, come back to his left. It's a screen pass to Weathers, who has a running lane. He's got the edge. He's going to break free. He's still on his feet. It's a chase to the end zone, and Weathers is going to get in for a Marple Newtown touchdown.
Welcome to halftime here. Marple Newtown leads 19-7 in the 4th annual Turkey Bowl. First time for these two playing, though. Marple Newtown so close, Steve, inches away from extending their lead by 6.
Yeah, it was a huge stop there. So we think by O'Hara, that's what the refs called, but it was a close one as they go quick pitch to the outside after a huge gain from Bertolini to Savior. Connection we've seen so much of this season, Dave. But the quick pitch to the outside, and knee might have been down as he tried to cross over. But nonetheless, they say no touchdown, and into the half, O'Hara makes a huge stop, 19-7. They get the ball to start the second half. But Marple Newtown, we don't have stats in front of us, but they've been dominating pretty much on the yards per attempt and total yards, first downs. But O'Hara started to creep up late in the second quarter, able to score finally. But it's been a pretty much all Marple Newtown. But it seems like the tides are starting to turn a little bit in Cardinal O'Hara's favor as they force a turnover by Marple Newtown, but weren't able to capitalize on it.
Oh, sorry, Dave.
You're good.
No, go ahead.
I was just going to say the turnover margin has been one of those things. Marple Newtown was able to capitalize on that fumble recovery, keep the drive alive, but there hasn't been really much going else as Marple Newtown started to pick up momentum with the kick return touchdown, and then it was a stalemate for a while, and then action really started to pick up in the second quarter.
Yeah, but Cardinal O'Hara's given up some yards, but when it comes push comes to shove, they've stopped Marple Newtown on a few 3-and-outs, turnover on downs. As Marple Newtown got deep into Cardinal O'Hara's territory, but came up with nothing. Their last few possessions, they were able to capitalize on touchdown run and a screen pass to Walski on a back-to-back drives. But I mean, this game could be more out of hand in Marple Newtown's favor, but Cardinal O'Hara has kept it tight. But they will get the ball to start this second half, and if they can put some points on the board, it's, back to a one-score game.
A little teaser for our audience, Dave. I'll have some commentary later.
Okay.
People want to stay tuned in for. And shout out to Ryan Walski, as always, one of our best fans, who is a Cardinal O'Hara graduate.
We don't hold that against him, Jim.
We don't. The former women's basketball coach at Marple Newtown. I guess he's rooting for Marple. I guess so, because his nephew plays for our squad. But
you think he's coherent at this point of the night?
No. He polished off a fifth. No, he's fine. No, because he's got to put the kids to bed. The whole thing. Yeah, just kidding, Ryan. And shout out to Mike Willard, another one who I know is enjoying some adult beverages this evening. Right, Steve?
Can only imagine what he's putting down the palate.
He's definitely toasting one for you right now.
Yes, Scotty Williams as well. A big shout to Dave Lero, him and his crew having a Friendsgiving down in St. Petersburg, Florida.
Friendsgiving. Wow, that's nice. I don't like the term, but I appreciate the sentiment. That's awesome.
What are you doing tomorrow, Jim?
Going out to Lidditz, Pennsylvania,
nice.
Home of the Clare brothers and where my wife is from. That's the greatest export that they have. So.
Looks like we're all traveling to our in-laws tomorrow as Marple Newtown's Paulie Binsky is ready to kick this one away. Second half action of the Turkey Bowl coming at you now. A high returnable kick from the 10. Goes number 10 as he cuts it back to the near side, and he's wrapped up once he hits the 26-yard line. First and 10 for the Lions. Steve?
What a tackle by Madej there. I mean, he comes flying and rips down the ball carrier. Brian Dawkins-esque. Look at this replay. I mean,
from the backside.
Yeah, what an athletic play by number 21. I think number 37 was the other Tiger that was able to clean up that Carmen Fonte. So O'Hara takes over here.
Drops back to pass, looking to the near side. He goes right to the man that had the kick return. He's wrapped up and suplexed by DeLuzio. I'm very surprised he didn't throw a flag on that one.
Yeah, they are trying to crack down on those those types of. But hey, if you don't hear the whistle, you're just trying to rip him down as the wrestler DeLuzio with a takedown. Fortunate, no call there. We've seen a lot less be called, so nonetheless, second down and about 5 here for the Lions.
4 wide receivers for Weldy, 11:20 here in the third quarter. Epps goes in motion to the far side. They fake it him. Powell has a crease. And he's met. He looked like he slowed his momentum down, Steve, as Bobby Knapp was able to wrap him up before he was able to get to that second level.
Yeah, he shot out of a cannon there, but then kind of slowed down, as you said. He saw a few Tiger defenders there on the second level. Able to pick up the first down, but good job by Knapp not letting Kamara get anything more than that, or Powell, get anything more than that. But
actually, we have only seen Kamara get the one carry. I'm kind of surprised.
Yeah, he's kind of their power back. Powell's their speed back, the senior, in his final game.
Trips to the far side. Marple Newtown has a blitz right up the gut. Steps up. He's sacked. He ran into his own guy. Moyer gets credit. He was the nearest one as he jumps on top.
Moyer was there to finally touch Weldy, but it was number 54 and Jonda just manhandling. Looked like Chris Jones on Monday night for Kansas City. I mean, Jonda just totally pushed back the offensive lineman and pushed him into Weldy, and Weldy had nowhere to go.
Second down and long. Powell gets the handoff, bounces it to the far side. He's chopped down by number 5, Wolski, but there's a flag where the tackle was made holding from that spot. We're waiting for the official call, but Walsky comes up, makes a tackle, but it looks like this one's coming back, and it is holding against Cardinal O'Hara. Will back them up 10 yards from the spot.
So O'Hara coming out with 2 nice plays to pick up a first down, and then since then going backwards on back-to-back plays, a sack, and now a holding penalty. So Marple Newtown's defense starting to settle in here a little bit.
The hold puts the ball back to the 27-yard line. That's actually where they started this drive to begin this third quarter. As we're under 10 minutes to go. They split it. They send the wide receiver, now running back out here. 2 wide receivers to the near side. Marple Newtown showing blitz. And they do. It's a screen pass. It's set up beautifully. As Epps is able to take down. Let's see, who was that? That was Deluzio and John.
And John, I mean, one of John's best games this year. Starting to come back to his normal self after missing a few games due to injury, but what a great job of reading that, dipping his shoulder, avoiding the lead blocker on the screen and making the tackle. And great job by Deluzio flowing over and making the play as well. So O'Hara trying to get back to the line of scrimmage, unable to do so. So be third down and long here.
See, to go back to that slant was so effective for him in the first half. He rolls to his right, comes back to his left. He heaves it deep down the field, over the middle. Double coverage. Intended for number 13, Maloney. It looked like he had him if he got a little more juice under it as he went right by both Marple Newtown defenders.
Yeah, so they roll out Weldy to the right side, and he throws it back to the left. The skinny post to Mahoney, and he just unable to haul it in there. Couldn't see if a Tiger defender is able to get his hands on it, but nonetheless, Tigers force O'Hara to punt it away on their first possession of the second half.
I believe that's Schultz punting that one away. I believe that's 14 as Marple Newtown lets this one bounce, and it takes a lion hop inside the 30. Ball spotted at the 27-yard line. That's where we'll see Bertolini.
Mike?
8:26 to begin this drive for the Tigers.
Shout out to Eric Kelling. He's not with us tonight. Early start, so he was still at work. But our technical director, Fred Godelli of the Tigers Radio Network, and we wish him a happy Thanksgiving and his family, Steve and Dave.
I'd like to also thank Greg Pecco down in Myrtle Beach right now on social media. If you have some time, hop on Twitter. Answer a few poll questions he's got up there for you as Jukinovich goes in motion to the far side. Handoff goes to Walsky back on this near side. Spin move is applied as he rolls his way past the 30.
It was all Walsky right there. Good job by the defenders of O'Hara blowing up that play, but Walsky so nimble there, able to make a nice cut spin move and make something out of nothing.
Injured lying down on the field. We'll step aside. Jim, did you want to point out something real quick?
No, we'll go. We'll get it to the Al Michaels point of the broadcast. Thank you, Dave.
I didn't do any prop bets yet. As we head, we'll take a timeout due to injury. 19-7 favor Marple Newtown. You're listening to Marple Newtown Football on the Tiger Radio Network.
If you suffer from back or neck pain, injury, or headaches, then Dr. Tom Graziano and the Advanced Chiropractic Center are here to help. Dr. Graziano and the Advanced Chiropractic Center have been serving Delaware County residents for over 15 years. They take a gentle approach and utilize current techniques to help manage your pain. To address your back and neck-related pain or injuries, call the Advanced Chiropractic Center today at 610-356-2300 or visit drtomgraziano.com and tell them the Tigers Radio Network sent you.
You're listening to the Tigers Radio Network on MarpleNewtownFootball.com.
Welcome back here. Marple Newtown has the ball, Steve. They go on Walsky, and we'll see if they decide to go to the air as he comes back out after a gain of 3. Under center. DeFrucio goes in motion to the near side. And the ball's on the ground. Was he able to get back on top of it? He was. So we've seen both sides. The center exchange just isn't working tonight.
Yeah, it's been the shotgun snaps for O'Hara, and here under center for Bertolini. Brett Cowan, a little miscommunication there. Again, we missed that one turnover by the Tigers. We weren't sure what that was, what happened on that one, but fortunate enough for the Tigers to get that one back. So third down here.
Third down and long. Under center once again, 2 wide receivers. Play action, rolls to his left. Looking. He's sacked. Number 33 comes up with the sack, John Brown. It just looked like the pocket collapsed on him.
Yeah, so Marple Newtown have to punt this one, their first punt of the game. Second punt of the game. Moyer's back there.
Moyer's back to punt this one away. Clean snap and the kick. It's a short one, and it wasn't the prettiest. As it looks like O'Hara will get the ball at the 41-yard line. Good starting field position for them as we're under 8 minutes to go here in the third quarter.
O'Hara does their job on defense. They'll get the ball back. Still a 2-score game here.
6-12 in the third.
Thank you, Jim. Ball spot at the 41. We'd like to thank all our listeners throughout the entire season. As in your picture right now, you can see Jim Olsman in our command center. I'm the one with the hand right here, and then Reynolds is right behind, a little camera shy right in front of the camera.
Yeah, no one wants to see me right now. I'm a disheveled mess.
Shotgun formation for Weldy. First down and 10 from the 41. Handoff goes to the tailback, and Jacob Eck, the senior, makes a play on Kamara.
Eck just shoots the gap there and rips down Kamara for a loss. Jacob Eck, 3.5 sacks on the season, leads the team. This one, he gets a TFL. Excellent job there.
Just to clarify for those unfamiliar, tackle for loss as the ball is backed up to the 39-yard line, second down and 12.
Hey, shout out to Mike Mayer, Strathaven, havenfootball.net. Happy Thanksgiving to him and his crew.
Second down and 12. Here comes the blitz. Steps up. Weldy's able to get rid of it and connect with his wide receiver, number 13, Logan Maloney. They're going to give it to him.
Wow, what a snag there and a throw. Weldy stands tall in that pocket there. Gets hit by Eck.
What a catch.
An outstanding catch. Good coverage there by DeFrucio, but even better throw and catch. 5 minutes to go here in the third quarter. Fresh set of downs for the Lions.
Five minutes.
5 minutes to go left here in the third. Weldy on the slant miscommunication. This is the first time tonight we haven't seen their wide receiver quarterback on the same page.
So bring up a second down and going back to this rivalry that we hope to get started. I mean, we've always talked about this back when I was playing. So many friends go to O'Hara. I'm sure it's still to this day you have a lot of people going to O'Hara. I know so many people in my family, O'Hara graduates.
Steve, my brother, went to O'Hara in 1986.
This is a great tradition. I hope they continue it. It doesn't fall off. Hope the only times I don't play it is if one of the teams is still deep in the playoffs. But other than that, this is
I'm with Ty John. Like, they haven't thrown a flag yet. Like, this is a really long time. And so John goes on the blitz, and it's a pass to the outside, reeled in by number 33 of the Lions, Sean Brown, playing both ways. And you can't give the offense all day to snap the ball.
I think the play clock is unplugged. They've had a lot of time this game.
Steve, going back to O'Hara, we do know a lot of O'Hara graduates, and it's a great faith-based, mission-driven institution, and all quality people. Now, we do have one prep grad in our studio audience tonight who would probably have a different opinion, but it's a great school.
Under 4 minutes ago, here in the third, Steve, I'm being told you have a face for radio. As it's blitzed by Marple Newtown, well in front of the line, looked like on that far side. And 10 for Brown once again.
Big shout out to the legend, Harry Chaikin. Delco legend. He's a big listener as well. Happy Thanksgiving to him and his family.
Is he watching, Steve?
I mean, yeah, he's
he's terrific. What a great guy. Happy Thanksgiving, Harry.
Plenty to be thankful for this year.
Of course.
Second down and 10. From the 27, Weldy has 3 wide receivers. Drops back the pass, looks to his left. Flag flies, plays blown dead.
Receiver for O'Hara got off the line a little early there. So it's going to push them back 5 yards.
He looked like he was doing arena football.
Yeah. Tried to get a head start there. We see the replay. Oh, yeah. Almost timed it up pretty well. That's why he was so wide open, but referee's got him on that.
5-yard penalty will back them up to the 32.
Shout out to Ryan Kelling, Eric's brother, who went to Marple Newtown. And, no, he's having a good time being up north here. Although he lives in Florida, he's probably miserable with this cold.
Second down and 15. Powell goes in motion to the near side. It's a slant, incomplete. Trying to drop it into that bucket once again, intended for Epps, incomplete. But we've seen the intermediate pass game. It's been the Lions' bread and butter.
Sure has. I'd like to see them stick with the run a little bit too. Powell, such a versatile back. Been a key part of their 7 wins this season. But Weldy, an excellent player as well. Stands tall in that pocket and has had a lot of success tonight versus Tiger secondary.
Third down and long. Tigers bring pressure. It's a screen pass to Powell. He's got blockers in front of him. He's down the sideline inside the 5. That's where he'll be stopped. Marple Newtown bring pressure. They bring the screen. Inside 4 minutes, they're able to capitalize, knocking on the door inside the 5.
And that's one way to get your playmaker the ball. Doesn't have to be on the ground all the time. They set up the screen beautifully there. They tried to a few different times, but the Tigers sniffed it out, specifically Ty John. This time, they catch Marple Newtown off guard. First down and goal inside the 5.
On the 4, handoff goes to Powell. He gets his second one of the night.
And just like that, we are an extra point away from a 5-point game. And this was a 19-0 game at one point, Dave. And O'Hara has clawed their way back. And we're in a good old-fashioned dogfight here on Thanksgiving Eve.
Gavin McLean to kick the extra point. The sophomore's kick. It's up and good. 19-14. Here with 3:11 left in the third. Don't go anywhere. More Turkey Bowl action coming at you next. You're listening to Marple Newtown Football on the Tigers Radio Network.
Taking the lead in the tree care today is Mike Gillen at MG Tree. Mike is a resident of Broomall, a 1990 MN graduate, and was co-captain of the football team in 1990. Located in Broomall, MG Tree provides tree care to shaping and trimming or complete tree removal, not to mention a 24-hour emergency service. These experienced professionals are serving those in Delaware County and the main line. Keep your trees looking healthy and great. Give them a call for an appointment today at 610-359-9970. Again, 610-359-9970.
Searching for a reliable heating and air conditioning company.
You're listening to the Tigers Radio Network on MarpleNewtownFootball.com.
That was a 3-minute drive, so you capped off by Powell's second touchdown of the night.
Yeah, and Marple Newtown now only with a 5-point lead after looking at a 19-point lead early in the second quarter.
It's another short kick. Fair call by Moyer along that far side, and they're just content not kicking deep. Now, in the effect that Marple Newtown could probably put Madej up there if Box was playing, because Box isn't playing for the Tigers tonight.
Yeah, so that's a huge piece of their team. You're missing offensively. Walski's done a great job tonight, but Box is just another weapon to use both in the passing and rushing game. So Marple Newtown desperately needing something here.
Walski goes in motion from his own 32-yard line. Handoff goes to him. Unable to find a crease. He's pushed forward for a yard or two as this drive started with 3:11. But we've seen it a couple times as Marple Newtown's shuffling players in and out.
And even if they can just take off a good chunk of time here on this drive, take it into the fourth quarter with a lead, be in good shape. But knowing Chris Gaking, he's going to want to take a shot at some point here, put more points on the board.
Right on cue. 2nd down and 8, goes empty. Draws back the pass, looking for a shot. There's a deep down the field. Incomplete. His target was the Fruscio. They just haven't been on the same page all night.
That's what 2 games off, another week rest for the whole team. So 3 weeks without playing a game to Fruscio.
Gillen was a whole yard and a half off.
And not able to haul that one. And so a few deep shots to Gillen, and then they're going to get the Tiger offensive player.
Had to be a hold. It's 10 yards. I didn't see a call.
There was some good pressure by the Lions. Burley was able to get out of it, but it might have been to a holding call. So 2nd down and 20 here for the Tigers.
Go back to their 24-yard line. Now, the thing is, a senior like Bertolini, you're never really out of it. We saw him throw a 45-yard completion earlier in the game. It's another ball that's dropped. Once again, that exchange, it's just backing up both teams. This time, Tigers lose 3.
Yeah, now they're going backwards. And they're in some danger zone here. Only with a 5-point lead. And that ball just slips out of his hand. Again, these games they're tricky, especially when you have a few weeks off. And maybe you're not taking practice as serious. And I'm not, I know these practices leading up to this game for both teams were, coach-wise, were very serious. But you might have a few players here or there just get ready for winter sports, but still having to go out and play another game, which so you're going to have those mistakes. We've seen it in all the Turkey Bowls the Tigers have been in the past couple of years.
3rd and forever. Bertolini draws back the pass. Looking, he's sacked. Number 56 of the Lions gets the credit. And here comes Cardinal O'Hara as Alla gets his 2nd sack of the night.
Good pressure there. 4-man rush. And they get home. There's number 56 and 54. DiBattista and Al, as you said, Dave, in on the sack on Bertolini. So the Tigers go backwards and have to punt this one away again.
Moyer's in the punt. This time it's a better kick. It's a high, booming one from the 44-yard line. Epps dropped it, but able to pick it up. Johnny on the spot was Bennett. But the Lions get great starting field position at their own 45-yard line here in the 3rd quarter. 47 seconds left.
That's a great job by Moyer staying poised back there. They bring the house to try to block it. Moyer gets it off, high punt, and Bennett, free rusher down the field, rips down the ball carrier. So O'Hara will take over here. Momentum on their side, trailing by 5.
Handoff goes to Powell on the near side. He's met by Curran, leans forward. He's able to pick up a yard. Curran and Bennett on the tackle.
Powell shook up here on the field, so he's going to be down here. We want some medical. No, he's going to get up. See if they make him.
They're going to make him come out, though, because they made the staff. So most likely, the way these referees are doing the clock, maybe the last play of the quarter. There's the wind.
Kamara will check in for Powell. Hopefully he's okay. Good to see him get up. Welcome all our O'Hara listeners as well who are tuning in tonight. Happy Thanksgiving to them. Hopefully they're enjoying this game.
4 wide receivers, low snap. Well, he rolls to his right. He has his man. It's reeled in at the line of scrimmage. He's knocked down by John and Curran, but reeling it in, number 14. Called his name all night, Schultz.
I know I'll be meeting a few O'Hara grads later at the Marple Public House. Hopefully able to talk a little crap to them if Marple pulls this one out.
Be careful what you say. As that will do it for the third quarter. We head to the fourth. Marple Newtown leads 19-14, but here come the Lions. You're listening to Marple Newtown Football on the Tiger Radio Network.
If you suffer from back or neck pain, injury, or headaches, then Dr. Tom Graziano and the Advanced Chiropractic Center are here to help. Dr. Graziano and the Advanced Chiropractic Center have been serving Delaware County residents for over 15 years. They take a gentle approach and utilize current techniques to help manage your pain. To address your back and neck-related pain or injuries, call the Advanced Chiropractic Center today at 610-356-2300 or visit drtomgraziano.com and tell them the Tigers Radio Network sent you. Searching for a reliable heating and air conditioning company? Then DZO Mechanical is here to fulfill your every need. Privately owned, DZO offers residential and commercial services in heating, air conditioning, and ventilation. Since 2000, DZO has proudly served the Delaware County and tri-state area, offering customers great service at fair rates. For a free estimate, call DZO at 484-454-3346 or online at www.dzomechanical.com.
Welcome back. Here comes O'Hara to start the fourth quarter. Hand it off to Powell. It's good to see him up as he's in the Marple Newtown territory to the 48-yard line. And most likely 4-down territory for them as now an injured Tiger down on the field. We'll step aside. You're listening to Marple Newtown Football on the Tiger Radio Network.
Delco Steaks, winner of Best of Philly 2021 and most recently Best of Delco 2023, brings you the most authentic Philly cheesesteak to the Delaware Valley. Locations in Broomall, Folsom, and University City, Delco Steaks offers you 100% pure ribeye steak on a fresh seeded roll from Karanji Bakery. They also offer many other fan favorites, including their dips, loaded fries, burgers, dogs, and coming this fall for football season, Delco Wings. Don't forget to email us at info@delcosteaks.com to inquire about our food truck and catering. Delco Steaks, you can't beat our meat. Can I say that?
You're listening to the Tigers Radio Network on MarpleNewtownFootball.com.
Get ready to celebrate because Main Insurance is turning 60. That's right, 6 amazing decades of serving our community with top-notch insurance solutions. For 60 years, they've been your trusted partner in protecting what matters most: your family, your home, your business, and your future. Their commitment to you has never wavered. They're still here, stronger and more dedicated than ever. At Meehan Insurance, they treat you like family. That's the secret to 60 years of success. Call Meehan Insurance today or visit the website.
Injured player is able to walk off. Here we go, Steve. Big call. Now they got a player running on late as they're playing the short. I'm very surprised, aren't you? That they're punting it? It was nearly blocked by a Tiger. And Marple Newtown's, I believe, was that Madej?
Madej?
He jumped on top because I think he thought a Tiger touched that one.
Dangerous play there.
We'll have to check the replay out. So they decide to punt. And I think maybe he thinks the Ferruccio touched that one.
He didn't, though. But
that's why he jumped on top of it.
Well, the referee threw the bag, so he probably... Yeah, that was smart by Madej to grab that. Even though, from our vantage point, he didn't touch it. The referee threw the white beanie as if he did, so... unless they threw it to where he touched the ball. Nonetheless, Tigers regain possession here, and
circle that point right there.
Coach Ewing, I guess, believes in his defense, wants to punt that away instead of going for it on 4th and short.
11:24 here. A handoff goes to Marple Newtown's tailback, Deluzio, the power back, which started at the 22, powers his way to the 24. But, Steve, that's a big call right there. Not going for it. You're in Marple Newtown's territory. Decides to punt.
And if you're Marple Newtown, you want Mike Ewing to regret that decision. If you're able to hold this ball for a little bit, go down the field and score. But I'm not sure if I love it, and we'll see. We'll see how it plays out here.
2nd down. 2 backs for Bertolini. They fake it. It's a crisscross to Walski on the far side, and the Lions have done a great job. After the big play, the Walski, where he essentially almost scored on that play earlier in the first half, they really shut it down.
They have. I mean, he hasn't been able to do much after a few big runs. But the offense or the defensive line, especially that interior line, is getting some better penetration here. We've seen it on a few pass plays, sacking Bertolini, but they've done a good job defending the run as well. So a big 3rd down here for both teams.
Under 11 minutes to go here in the 4th quarter. The 1-score game, 19-14. I'm Dave DePasquale alongside Steve Reynolds. 3rd down and short. Bertolini hands it off to Walski, and there is a convoy waiting for him in the backfield. They brought everybody. They're not fooled, and Cardinal O'Hara makes their coach look like a genius, and the coach of the year he is.
They sure do. As they get off the field, force a 3 and out, and the Tigers' offensive line just not doing their job here, as they're going to send Moyer in for another punt. This will be his 3rd punt in a row on as many possessions.
So O'Hara's defense holds. Moyer in the punt. Epps back to the return. And the kick is a high kick that takes a Marple Newtown bounce. Beautifully done by Moyer. Back down to the 34-yard line, and they are playing field position here in the 4th.
Yeah, both defenses coming up big in the second half here. The lone score by Powell and this Cardinal O'Hara offense here in the second half. But 19-14, Marple Newtown holds the lead as Weldy and this offense gets another shot here in the 4th.
From the 34-yard line, 8:55. It was a quick toss to the far side, our near side, intended for 16 Wilkes, who took the big pop from John earlier in the game. Xavier on that coverage.
Xavier, he read that one, and he was a step away from taking that the other way if that was a higher throw. But he broke on that ball beautifully.
At what point do you creep your corners up? Because they've been getting away with these slants and quick passes for the majority of the game. I mean,
you don't want to give up anything over the top, so you don't want to get beat on a double move. But we haven't seen them really go to that yet this game.
2nd down and 10. High snap, and that, again, the snap has been the story for both sides, as that just destroyed the entire play.
Yeah, I'm not sure if that was a designed zone read where Weldy kept it, or if that high snap just disrupted the handoff. He wanted to get it to Powell, and he just had to keep it because of the timing. I think it was the latter, and Marple Newtown takes advantage of it. As we see Ty John back on the field, great sign for the Tigers and that young man. So 3rd down and 9 here for O'Hara. Well, he's able to get about a yard there on the botched snap.
4 wide receivers, looks to his right. He's going that way. He's got his man. Yeah, it's batted down by Xavier. Incomplete, intended for Wilkes. Great play by the senior, one-on-one with the wide receiver.
Wilkes had him beat, and that ball maybe thrown a little short, but an outstanding play by Trey Xavier. He reads that ball the whole time, doesn't take his eyes off it, and gets his hand up there, that long reach of his. That's an outstanding play by number 20.
Nicely done.
I mean, you can't play that any better. I mean, that ball was pretty much perfectly thrown. It was just an outstanding defensive play.
McLean's punt takes a line bounce for Marple Newtown. Walski just grabs it, and he paid the price.
Yeah, but he also saved his offense about 10, maybe even more yards there. So he's able to get on that ball, and the Tigers will now take it over. So both defenses playing stellar here in the fourth quarter, late in the third. And now it's Bertolini in this Marple Newtown offense time. Play a little bit, keep away, burn the clock a little bit, and hope to put some more points on the board.
Well, that's just one of the stories. Is Marple Newtown, you had a fresh back at all times because they rotated Walski and Box almost all season. Well, Walski's taking the majority of the carries, and you might be seeing some of those effects. It's first down and 10 from the 23. 7:54 left in this one. Walski goes in motion to that far side. Rolling to his left. Nobody home. Bertolini tucks in and runs.
Yeah, split back, early motion. Little T swing motion there by number 5 Walski to be a little bit of a decoy. They tried to maybe take a deep shot, but nothing doing. Great coverage by O'Hara. And Bertolini just has to tuck it and run. They might have gave him about a yard, maybe no. It looks like no gain.
I think him a yard.
So second down, clock is stopped as he gets out of bounds.
Four wide receivers. So he did take a deep shot with Xavier once again. He's your guy on the near side. Bertolini looks to his left, goes back to the right, throws over the middle. Did he catch it? He did. Over the deep side of the field, going over the middle. His man, DeFrucio.
What a big-time play by Bertolini. Look at this. Look at this replay, and look at him avoid the defender here. Oh, my. I mean, that is an outstanding, big-time football play by the senior quarterback. As he steps back, pump fake, defender comes, he just dips that shoulder a little bit. Another defender comes in to hit him. He stands strong and delivers a beautiful throw to where his man, Paulie DeFrucio, can get it right around midfield into O'Hara territory, and a much-needed conversion there for the Tigers.
About a 30-yard connection to DeFrucio. Xavier goes in motion. They hand it off to the wide receiver on the jet. And he's able to tiptoe around a line or two and pick up about 7 on that jet to the far side.
Yeah, we haven't seen that this year as the senior playmaker gets the ball in some open space. Good lead block there by Curlin and Walski, and Xavier picks up about 8 there on first down. Marple Newtown keeps the clock running. Able to at least flip the field position here. And one more score by them will almost put this one away. That's what they're looking for.
DeFrucio goes in motion. They fake it to him. Goes to Walski, and they are waiting for him. They'll give him forward progress at the line of scrimmage, but number 20 was sitting on it. Sami Dentanka.
We talked about him pregame. He has a good job of shooting a gap there. And that play worked a few times in the first half, but good defensive adjustments by O'Hara. Running game has been tough thus far as they go wrecking ball package.
6:30 left to go wrecking ball. And Deluzio powers his way for a first down. Past the 35. Give him the 32. Wrecking ball, brotherly shove, whatever you want to call it.
And that's Marple's version of the little tush-push there. Wrecking ball, bring the big boys up at H-back, and hand it off to your power back in Deluzio. He picks up some good yards there. That was they usually go to that on 3rd, 4th, and short. They had about
6 on that.
Yeah, and it was a long 2. They pick it up. They go right back to it. Let's see if they give it to him or go off a different variation here.
Same exact play. Hey, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. They just need to run out the clock, and that seems to be effective because that one went for 4 as well.
Right, keep going to it. Same personnel is still in.
The only time we've seen it, a variation off that play, was the turning point in the Springfield loss.
Yeah, it was a beautiful design play to the sophomore, number 16, Sean Grogan, and just out of the reach of him. And who knows if they were able to complete that, what would have happened. But they keep the same package on the field here.
Jumbo formation. They go right back to it. And he leans forward down to the 25. So they were able to grab his feet, and Knox making the tackle in the backfield, but momentum carrying him at 3 straight plays gets you all the way down to the 25.
So now the ends are crashing hard here.
Nah, they gave him the 26. They moved it back. Go ahead.
They're not able to stop him in the middle, so the ends are crashing hard. This is where you can slip out a tight end like they did in that Springfield game and catch them off guard. We'll see if they go back to it. But the clock is still running. O'Hara, no timeouts. We have 4 minutes to go here.
Bertolini under center. Now they got 3 wide receivers to go along with Wolski in the backfield. They hand it off to Wolski off that far side. Makes 2 guys miss. Gets past the 25 to the 24. But these ends are crashing, and they're crashing hard.
Smart play by Wolski to stay in bounds. So they spread it out this time. Keep the H back in. Aiden Curran this time. And they hand it off to Wolski. It's about a yard, so 4th down here. Huge play for this O'Hara defense if they want any shot at winning this game. 3 minutes to go. They desperately need to get off the field here.
Here we go. 4th down, short. Could be the play of the game. Wrecking ball formation once again from Marple Newtown. Trying to get O'Hara to jump. Hard count by Bertolini. Might just take a timeout and talk this one over. And Coach Gicking will talk this one over. We will stay here, though, Steve. Big play coming up. 4th down and short. Marple Newtown takes their first timeout of the second half. They lead by 5. So now, your Coach Gicking, do you spread them out? Do you try and help your guys? Because this wrecking ball formation really is trying to give it away, basically, what you're doing. And it's been the same play at least 4 times this drive.
Yeah, I think they bring out 3 wide here. Maybe go play action, roll out, try to find something in the flat. Said that before, and they've taken deep shots. Maybe they go with the kill shot here. I'd be surprised they come out in the wrecking ball formation. But if you do, you're telling your offensive lineman, we trust you. Get that push and pick up the first down, because I don't want to say it's going to be ball game, but
they still have all 3 timeouts.
Yeah, I mean, O'Hara's got to start burning timeouts if Marple Newtown picks this up. The clock is against them at that point. But if O'Hara can make a stop here, they're in pretty good shape, trailing by 5 with 3 timeouts left.
So the ball's spotted officially on the 24-yard line. They need to get to about the 22. 2 yards to go. Empty. I got to think the Fruscio's getting this. Here we go. Bertolini. Draws back the pass. Throwing his deep shot. There you go, Steve. 1 foot in. No, they're going to say he was out of bounds. Savior. Turnover on downs. We're going to have to check the replay on that one.
You only need 1 foot. That was close.
That looked like more of a catch than the one at the end of the first half. Slow-mo. He got it.
That's a touchdown.
That's a touchdown.
He hits the pylon. He's in.
Yeah, that's 6.
Oh, man. They got robbed there. That's a touchdown.
That's a beautiful catch by Xavier. They just got robbed. Well, there's no instant replay, and here we go. O'Hara going for the game-winning drive now from the 24. Handed off to Powell. And he'll be met. No gain. 2:28. So, Steve is cleared out. Try and win it on defense now.
Man, they got robbed on that one. I mean, that official's right there. They missed a few calls, but nonetheless, Tigers got to play some defense here. As O'Hara does what they had to do, get off the field, 3 timeouts.
2 minutes left. Weldy, slant, the Epps. He's hit by Xavier. They run up to the ball. 3rd down. Now they're going to say he moved the chains. So he will have the 1st down, but that's when they wind them, right, Steve?
Yeah, once they pick up the 1st down, once they set the chains, they'll wind the clock here. O'Hara hurrying up to the line.
Minute 30. Powell goes in motion on the far side. Tigers bring blitz. It's a throw. Deep down the field. Incomplete to Fruscio on the coverage. They tried to hit their man Maloney on the deep route. A minute 23 left in this one.
Still going back to that play. You hate to dwell. We can dwell on it as a coach. And players, you got to play defense here. But if this, God forbid, if O'Hara scores here,
might be the end of the rivalry.
Oh man, I'm glad I'm on this side and not on the sideline. I'd be losing my mind. Nonetheless, though,
we have the instant replay we get to look at though. 2nd down and 10. Weldy drops back to pass, incomplete, and throwing over the middle was Schultz. 3rd down.
And even if they're preserving their timeouts, they're doing a good job. Even if there's a minute 19 left, so if you don't pick up the 1st down here, you give it back to Marple Newtown. You can still stop the clock, get the ball back, but this is pretty much ball game here. These next 2 plays, 3rd down and 10 coming up. Ooh.
And they're going to take a timeout, discuss this one. It's 3rd down and 10, Steve. We'll step aside as well. And there's only a minute 19 left in this one. Marple Newtown leads 19-14. You'll listen to Marple Newtown Football on the Tigers Radio Network.
Every financial decision has an effect and ripples into your retirement. That's why it's important to choose retirement strategies that work for you. Whether you're just getting started or retiring soon, we help guide you to a secure retirement. Contact Brendan Murphy at Compass Financial Solutions at 610-449-9900 or on the web at compassfinancialsolutions.com.
You're listening to the Tigers Radio Network on MarpleNewtownFootball.com.
Steve, walk me through it. They took a timeout. Where are they drawing up?
Well,
here we go. Weldy, 4 wide receiver, steps up, throws it deep down the field. He's got his man over the top. He's going to go on for 6. Number 13, Maloney, scores. They take the lead.
Wow. So they call a timeout, draw something up. And Cardinal O'Hara, I mean, Weldy just steps up in the pocket, and they lose a man deep. And just like that, Marple Newtown goes from getting robbed a touchdown to then O'Hara scoring on one. And now a little confusion here. So O'Hara with the 1-point lead. Have to go for 2 here. Got to call a timeout, I would assume. Yeah, they're going to call a timeout here. Going to have to go for 2 to make it a 3-point game. But Marple Newtown, a 19-0 lead, erased by a Weldy bomb. Who caught that, Dave? I think it was number 10.
No, I think it was 13. It was 13. Maloney scored.
Maloney. So he's had a few big catches tonight. And what a comeback O'Hara has put on. As Maloney just gets lost deep in coverage. And Tigers front four do a good job getting pressure, but Welly does a better job of stepping up and running forward, throwing a bomb to Maloney for the touchdown.
Now, you turn to your senior. This is potentially your last drive as a Tiger. Can you come away with the win? You only need a 6 will do it, but potentially here, if you get a stop, 3 will do it. So here we go. 2-point conversion. They're going for 2. Number 8's in as well. Kamara with Powell. Goes to Powell. He's met at the line. Lowers his shoulder. He's stuffed. It's a 1-point game with 1:09 left in this one. We'll keep it here, Steve. 1:09 left for Bertolini. You got your timeouts. Here you go. You couldn't ask for a better ending.
You really can. I mean, what a hard-fought game by both teams. Marple with a 19-0 lead. O'Hara claws their way back, able to score before the half, and then score in the third, then put that last touchdown on here late in the fourth. 1:09 left. Marple Newtown, 2 timeouts. We've seen them do this before, get down the field, game-winning field goal at Strathaven to knock off the undefeated Panthers, who are playing in the district championship this weekend at Chester. So we know McManaman has been in the spotlight under pressure. We know this team has been in the spotlight under pressure in crucial moments. And here's another one. I mean, this is what you want as a
rivalry.
Yeah, as a rivalry getting started here. Turkey Bowl, call whatever you want here, but now it's Marple Newtown's turn to answer.
McLean the kick. It's a short. Returnable from the 25. Here goes Wolski. And the Tigers will have pretty good starting field position as they'll mark him at the 34-yard line with 1:05 left in this one. They'll back him up. They'll put him at the 33. 1:05. They just need a field goal to win. Here we go. Buckle up. Coach Gicking gives the senior his call. Here we go. Marple Newtown senior in the last drive, potentially as a Tiger. As now they put it back to the 34. Come on, fellas. Here we go. 4 wide receivers. Bertolini. Drops back the pass. Going over the far side. He has his man in the Ferruccio. Gets out of bounds. Stops the clock at the 48-yard line. So just like that, 14 yards.
Yeah, Marple Newtown, no one does it better than them in a 2-minute drill. They sound like a broken record talking about their 2-minute drill and how they executed so well and working the sidelines. They can still work the middle of the field. 2 timeouts left. Plenty of time to march down the field and set up either a field goal or a game-winning touchdown.
1st and 10 from the 48. Drops back the pass. Looks to his left. Goes back to his right. Tries to get out of the sack. He doesn't. Marple Newtown will have to burn their second timeout. That's going to be a loss of 8.
Not what you want there, but luckily you have those timeouts in your back pocket. 1 remaining. Clock is now stopped. That's just a 3-man rush. That cannot happen. Absolutely inexcusable if you're the Tigers up front on a 3-man rush.
Now you go back to that decision right before the half. Tigers decide to go for it. Wolski's down at the inch line. You kick the 3. Might be a different ball game.
Yeah, I mean, I don't hate the decision. You're at the 3-yard line. I mean, you got to punch that one in. But yeah, I mean, it goes back to a few different things in this game. I mean, I still can't believe. Again, we have replay. The referee doesn't, but the referee is right there. They just need 1 foot in, and it looked clean on our angle. I mean, maybe he touched. I would say you look at it, you say maybe his foot touched the white part, but we saw his foot and the pylon hit at the same time. You hit the pylon, it's a touchdown.
You get a stop, you still have the win.
Oh, without a doubt, yeah. You got to still play defense and make a stop, but no one call is going to change a game. You still got to play defense, but now they're in the situation here. Just took a big sack. 1 timeout left.
Second down and 18. 5 wide receivers. Drops back to pass. Bertolini hit as he throws. Incomplete. Just the pressure of O'Hara. Marple Newtown's line has been getting beat.
3-man rush again, and pressure on Bertolini. You got 5 guys in. It's inexcusable. You can't let that up as we go back to the incomplete pass.
Yeah, that's a touchdown, guys.
He's in. I mean, he's in. He's inside the pylon.
I know. It sucks. Move on. Third down and long. You still have a chance to win. You need to capitalize here. Your line doesn't block for you, you're not going to win. 4 wide receivers to see if he can come back. The senior lefty, one last chance. He's got protection this time. Airs it out, deep down the field. It's caught by Xavier. In the field goal range go the Tigers. Xavier, the playmaker of the night.
Yeah, I mean, game after game, play after play. I mean, you want a big play, throw it down to number 20, jump ball. Better protection there. Not great, but better. Bertolini does a good job. Get right back on the ball.
Go right back to him. He gets out of bounds. Now they're inching their way closer. Now you're down to the 18 with 41 seconds left.
41 seconds, plenty of time. Plenty of time right here. 1 timeout remaining. You're in field goal range. You can give it to McMenamin again to win it, but you want to at least inch closer. They're going to take, I can't imagine them not taking a few shots to the end zone, but also a few plays to inch it closer.
Let's take that. Check that clock. 26 seconds.
So 26 seconds remaining.
1 timeout. You cannot take a
clench
sack.
him, Steve. You know what we're talking about. Clench it tight.
Here we go. 4 wide receivers. Walski the back. 26 seconds. 6 can win it. Bertolini drops back the pass, has pressure, throws it real quick. It's reeled in by Gillen. He's at the 5. He tiptoes in. Touchdown from the 18-yard line.
What an answer by the Marple Newtown Fighting Tigers. I mean, as you said, Dave, you can complain all you want about that call. You give up a huge touchdown, and then the best 2-minute offense that you'll see around, led by Chris Gicking, Dave Bertolini, and this offensive unit. They march down the field. Alex Gillen, who's been an unsung hero all year, big catch after big catch, hauls it in, and gets in the end zone. Call a timeout here. Love it. Need a 2-point conversion. And Marple Newtown, wow. I mean, this turned out to be a heck of a football game. 19-0.
Great game.
O'Hara fights their way back, takes a 1-point lead. And Marple Newtown answers. I mean, this is stuff you don't see in high school football. This is like a college game you see.
It was second down and 18. And the pass to Xavier converts. This drive started with 1:05 back at their own 34-yard line. They're able to score and still have 19 seconds left in this game. That's how much time O'Hara will have to answer. And they will have to get into the end zone because of the touchdown to Gillen. What a way for Gillen to end your last reception of your career.
Bertolini, this senior, I mean, I would love to see the senior class go out with this win. I mean, what a classic game this is. I mean, and we hope, and we keep saying, a start of a rivalry. Both schools located in Marple Township, a few miles apart from one another. And what a game it has been tonight on the campus of Cardinal O'Hara. Both teams giving it their all here in the fourth quarter especially. And Marple Newtown looking to convert a 2-point conversion to give them that 7-point lead.
2-point conversion. Empty. 4 wide receivers on the far side. Bertolini rolls to his right. He has his man. Dropped in and out of the hands of Xavier. So it's only a 5-point game. Steve will keep it here with 19 seconds. The drop that went from 5 to 7, incomplete out of Xavier's hands. But he made the play that counted earlier.
Love the play call. You see it a lot. It's like you go quads to the right side. Your 3 outside guys run slants quotations, they're running pick plays, and you lead the inside guy out to the flat. He was open, just couldn't haul it in. He makes the tougher catches. Wasn't able to
the
easy one there, but nonetheless, the Tigers hold that 5-point lead.
Squib kick?
Yeah, you got to squib it. Keeps it out of the hands of Powell, especially. Any playmakers back deep. Squib it, and then play some good defense. Get your guys' safeties back.
Harris still has one timeout.
Yeah, so they don't need a Hail Mary right away. They can throw something in the middle of the field, call timeout, and then set up for a couple shots to the end zone. But they need a touchdown here. A touchdown will win it, as Marple doesn't get the 2-point conversion.
Here we go. 19 seconds left. 25-20. The squib kick by McMenamin. It's a bouncer, and it rolls, and Marple Newtown gives them the ball at the 31-yard line. That is where this drive will begin. They need to go 69 yards to the end zone.
And there's a lot of fans watching and in that stadium, Steve, and you know what I'm going to say. Pucker up.
19 seconds left. They need to get to the end zone. If you're Marple Newtown, everybody back?
Yeah, I mean, your 4-man rush. We'll see if they send a linebacker to put some pressure on Weldy. But they're going to keep one guy up to a little press coverage, and then the rest of the guys back deep.
Weldy throwing the slant, broken up by John, intended for number 10, Khalil Epps.
Good job there by John. So they bring one guy up. They don't want free releases. They want the inside guy to get jammed. And he jams 2 guys there. So good job by John. And then a nice play on the ball there. Everyone else back deep, though. Prevent coverage. Nothing behind them.
That's how they were beat last time, in the deep passes. There's only 12 seconds left now.
Yeah, so you probably have two more plays here. You want something middle of the field, timeout, and then set up the Hail Mary. We see Weldy's got a pretty strong arm, but you got to at least get to the 50-yard line to set up anything.
Draws back the pass, had pressure in his face. And it's intercepted! Intercepted by Marple Newtown in the slide. Walski clinches it.
And Brett Walski's doing it all season long at the safety position. Comes up, and that's what's going to happen. You got safeties deep. Guys streaking down the field. Weldy's just trying to make something out of nothing there. Throws it up. Ball's in the air, and Walski picks it off, and the Tigers will remain unbeaten in the Turkey Bowl, this time against Cardinal O'Hara. And they'll be on a 2-game winning streak against O'Hara after O'Hara was 4-0 against them. So hopefully the first of many great games between these two on Thanksgiving Eve.
You couldn't ask for a better Turkey Bowl.
You couldn't, and I hope everyone celebrates this one responsibly and has a great night tonight and a great Thanksgiving tomorrow, Dave.
What a way for Bertolini to end his Tiger career. A game-winning touchdown pass to Gillen in the knee, and he should keep that ball because he will get the win and end his career as a Tiger, getting the Tigers double digits, Steve, with a final score of 25-20 over Cardinal O'Hara.
Wow, unbelievable, man. I mean, what an outstanding game. Great job by both these teams, both coaching staffs. Just a spectacular job. 19-0 Marple. O'Hara claws their way back 20-19, and then Marple Newtown answers, doesn't panic. Burnley takes a big sack, and then the next play, a huge completion to Xavier, and then Alex Gillen with the game-winning touchdown. Couldn't be happier for these group of seniors going out on top. 10-win season, 10-3. I mean, you can't ask for much more than that, Dave. But, again, another great season alongside all you guys. Appreciate doing this.
Go ahead, Jim.
No, thank you, guys. I appreciate it. What an awesome game. Congratulations to Marple Newtown and Cardinal O'Hara. Two great seasons. And thank you for their hospitality. They played a great game. The resiliency from Cardinal O'Hara was spectacular, and I loved watching that game. I couldn't imagine it not being streamed live for our fans all over the country and around the world. for our friends at PA Football News. And the gentleman that runs that site, Billy Splain, I'll give him a shout out. PAFootballnews.com. Check out their website. They don't think these games should be streamed, but we do, and I'm glad that we're doing it. That's not the point I wanted to make, Dave, tonight. But let's end positive. I hope they have a great Thanksgiving, and I'm gonna give them another shout out. PAFootballnews.com. Billy, you don't have to say hello to me again when you see me at the Hero Bowl this year. Please don't bother. Thank you, Dave. Thank you, Steve. Bob Herpin's in the house tonight. Greg Pecco in South Carolina. Eric Kelling, he is somewhere helping to keep our country safe. I appreciate that. And everyone else that was helping. Larry O'Connor on site at Cardinal O'Hara in Springfield. Tremendous team effort. Thank you to Active Image and Jake Ferry, Mike DeTrolio, Jeff DeTrolio. Everyone else. So thank you so much, Dave. Go ahead.
Steve, final thoughts before we sign off?
Great season. 10-win season. Not many in Marple Newtown history, but Chris Gicken continues his great run here. And looking forward to next year. Graduating a lot of guys. Good luck to all those guys and their future plans. But looking forward to next year. New quarterback at the helm. Looking like Jude Jealous, and going to look like a different team out there, but you got a lot of studs that have a lot of experience, and looking forward to August. Can't come soon enough, Dave.
Can't come soon enough. Marple Newtown with that win gives Coach Gicking number 76 in his Tiger career. You can read more about this game, get coverage of the entire 2023 season, and listen or watch an archive of this or every broadcast at MarpleNewtownFootball.com. Follow us on Twitter and on Instagram using @MNTigers. Color commentator tonight for the last time this season, Steve Reynolds. Our engineer and director tonight was Jim Alsman, co-executive producer and social media tonight, courtesy of Greg Pecco. Thank you for all you've done down there, Greg. Statistician Jim Alsman, camera operator, Active Image Media. Marple Newtown's Booster Club was Mary Ellen Box. Athletic director of Marple Newtown High School is Chris Gicking. And of course, we have to thank Jim Alsman for making this happen. I'm Dave DePassico for the entire broadcast crew. Thank you for watching and listening to the Tigers Radio Network on MarpleNewtownFootball.com. See you next season.
Thank you for listening to the Tigers Radio Network, heard exclusively on MarpleNewtownFootball.com. Be sure to follow us online at MarpleNewtownFootball.com and on Twitter and Instagram at MNTigers. The Tigers Radio Network broadcasts, both live and archived, are the exclusive property of the Tigers Radio Network Incorporated and are produced for the private use of our listening audience. No rebroadcast in full or in part is permitted without the express written consent of the Tigers Radio Network Incorporated. The Marple Newtown Football Boosters Club and the Tigers Radio Network appreciate your listenership. Go Tigers!